What's up, Sean? You're muted, brother.
How you doing?
Oh, there you go. Doing well, man. You're looking buff, dude.
Uh, got to take care of yourself one way or another.
That's right. Getting that first P in there. What's up, Ken?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good, man. Very good. Very good.
I like your background there. Where's that at?
That is in Virginia. Um, Crap. Where's I can't remember the name of the town. It's where those first three ships came to the United States. So I'm on a mock version of one of those ships, one of those sailboats.
So
All
check
right.
it out, guys.
Oh man, look at you go. Woo. Got like
I
five.
haven't gotten them to work yet, but they're there.
Nice. So you want to see something cool too? Well, I don't know if you'll be able to because I'm got it on facial recognition. So I'll have to show you later. But I did a TV setup in my RV. I had to do a bump out on one of my windows and put a 48-inch LG OLED in because they're only like a 1.9 inch thick, and I needed it thin enough to where that queen mattress frame that's powered can't come down and miss it without having to take the TV off the wall. So it was quite a project. Took some brain power, but I'm gonna use that as my main monitor. Oh, did somebody else just pop in? Thought I heard somebody.
Oh, I'm just messing around with my settings, so
okay.
Maybe that's what you heard.
Yeah, because I've got you guys as host. Sean, can you see Ken?
I cannot.
Okay,
I can't see him either.
Okay, hang on just a second. Something went crazy with this last time. Everybody was able to see each other on our first couple calls, but then this one, the last one, let me see, where's it at? Make co-host. There we go. For some reason, everybody's face went away, and so then I ended up having to just make everybody a co-host so that you could see. So I've got to go around and play with some of the settings. Hey, give me just a minute. I'm gonna grab my light real quick.
All right.
This will give people a chance to hop on the call too. So
Sean, have you seen Jeremy's video about how he was pouting because he was out in the wilderness? Crying, actually.
That was the last one. One of the last one you did, wasn't it?
Dust on his Harley.
That's awesome. Let me grab this light. I'll be right back.
How we doing, Ken?
Pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Doing well.
It's all we can hope for.
Yeah.
And just keep plugging forward.
Oh, you got a wildfire. That up there, that one of the ones you had while you're up north?
It was a year ago.
Dang.
They get some nasty ones around here.
Yeah, I bet. We get them every once in a while here in Colorado. Like, it's not the wettest place on earth, but we got a lot of prairie lands, and sometimes they'll just, the wind, they spread so fast.
So my wife has an app on her phone that shows fires. There were, at the time, this was about a month ago, there was about 1 or 2 fires in the whole United States, and in Canada there was several hundred. But in Canada, over 90% of those, I think it was 95% of those fires are caused by lightning. Where in the United States, it's the opposite. Most of them are caused by people.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just came in.
Yeah, there we go. Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going, Patricia, Tawny, John, Dolly? Hello. You guys are on mute. I want to take yourselves off of mute. There we go. I'll take you off. There we go. Let me make sure everybody's made a co-host so you can see everybody because we're having issues with that. Let's see here, just a second. I've got to fix this because that's crazy.
Glad you're doing it, not me, because take me the whole call just to figure out one thing.
It's actually super, super easy. Because when you scroll over their picture, in the top right of their picture will be 3 little dots, and you'll have a mute button and it says 3 little dots.
Oh, I see it.
Click on the 3 dots. And I think because you're a host, you can actually make somebody a co-host too.
Huh.
All right. I think I've got everybody.
Okay.
Oh, somebody else coming in here. So let's see. It's great.
Okay.
All right.
So with everybody on here, I have nothing but problems with TikTok. I loaded a video. I created it on my iPad or on my phone and on the phone camera, saved it, and there were 3 or 4 clips. So I stuck them together, and then there was one I didn't like, so I started the recording all over again. Well, when I posted the one I liked, the one I didn't like posted also, and there's music on it, but no voice of mine. How they post when you don't tell them to post? I've had that happen several times. And the weird thing is, they get 200 views.
I had the same issue the other day with that. Accidentally went to hit draft, and then I hit post and seen it the next day, and yeah, it was like 286. It was just the weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's interesting.
I honestly I don't have an answer for you because I'm brand new to TikTok as well.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I've been trying to learn that amongst everything else going on. So that's something that's definitely, we just got it. I think once you get it down, it's probably super simple.
It is, but you keep making silly mistakes.
I do know that just from the trainings that they've offered so far, which were amazing. Did you guys enjoy the trainings from the referral partners?
Yeah.
Referral partner group.
Yes.
Oh man, a pack full of value. So I mean, so if you know anybody that's in Entre that's not taking advantage of those, I mean, there's a lot of us that paid some pretty good money to get into Entre, take the coaching and everything. And so that's just extra value that they're providing at no additional cost. So jump on that while you can, and if you miss them, here's what I've learned about Entre as well. Here's another little secret is if you go into your master vault, or like master, what do they call it? Master class, I
Master
think.
classes.
Yeah. Make sure you register for all of the classes that are in there, even if you don't think you can make it, because if you don't register for them, you will not get the replays. You will not get access to the replays.
Yeah, I found that out. That's really good point right there.
Yes.
So I started doing that.
So make sure you register for those. And another good thing to watch out for is anytime you sign up for courses, classes, calls, anything like that, they usually send out a calendar invite. Always open that right away while it's fresh on your mind and add it to your calendar. And if you've got 500 different calendars, pick one and use one. And I'm going to recommend, now I'm an Apple guy, so I've been using Apple's calendar for years and years now. I've had a Google in the past, and so I just revived that one basically. And I'm switching all my calendar stuff over to Google for a simple reason, is because Google talks to both PC and Macintosh or Apple. Whereas Apple's not as friendly. Oh, somebody else coming in. Hey, Gail. Let's see, just a second. So yeah, Apple's not as friendly with other platforms, and sometimes PCs aren't as friendly with Apple platforms, right? So make sure that you use a calendar, and I'm going to recommend Google because they have all the tools. Google Docs. A lot of what Entre uses, as you've probably seen already, is the Google tools, just because they're so fluid with Apple and Mac. So you just have less problems, and they're cloud based. So, like anytime you start creating content, another great tip to write down, if you haven't heard this already, is to create your content inside of a Google Doc That way because it auto saves as you're typing along, you know. And I don't know how many of you have experienced this, and probably all of you at some point in your lives. Except for you youngins, whoever the youngins are. But where you're like on your computer and you're typing away, and let's say you're trying to write a book or you're journaling on your computer, you know, or you're writing some long form content or an essay or anything like that. But it always seems like when you're doing it like that, you got all this content written and you're at the last paragraph and poof, something happens, your computer shuts down, you lose it. And you're like, oh my gosh. And then you're just like in utter despair almost, because you're like, that was so good. There's no way I can redo that. Right? Has anybody ever experienced that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a neat little time saving and just aggravation saving tip is just to create your content in sorry. I had another notification pop up. Sorry about that. But create your content in Google Docs or Google Spreadsheets. So definitely try to do that. Okay. All right. Well, hello everybody that I did not get to say hello before. I think I got.
Can you hear me? This
Yes,
is Patricia. Can you hear me?
Yes, Patricia, I can hear you.
Good. I'm brand new. I'm probably the farthest behind of everybody because I had some personal things to go on in my life that threw me way behind. But very quickly, what I've been doing, I've been taking the AI courses with Dan Martin and Liam. Those have been fantastic, creating content and all that other good stuff. So if you haven't been doing that, I'm not going to be using it until I catch up with what I'm going to be doing. But I have it all in my vault that I can go back to when I really need it. But guys, it is so fantastic because I've always been a writer kind of myself. And now with AI, shoot, I can take AI to help me and then do it over in my own stuff. And so I'm just sharing that. If you haven't been doing the AI course with Dan Martin and Liam, please,
Yep.
yes, please see if you can
Like
get into that.
steroids to a bodybuilder. almost.
Yeah.
Where do you get
What are
those
the
courses at?
people?
Are you talking about the Chat GBT or GTB or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried that. That's interesting to say the least.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Instead
Nice.
of drudgery and pain, it's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah.
fun. And that's the thing. If you start having fun with it, you get to where you're more adapt to it, because you're just
Yes.
don't get overwhelmed by the know-how, just start using it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sean, to answer
Yeah.
your question, if you go into your here, I'll just show you real quick.
Is that in the masterclass vault you were talking about?
Yeah, do you know where that's
Yeah.
So
Okay.
No.
Look,
if you go to your here, I'll just share my screen real fast.
I think I have my entree up somewhere.
Right, everybody see my screen there?
Yes.
So if you go to my Entra,
Wow, you got a lot of tabs.
yeah, everybody says that, but I'm a busy guy and this is all my to-do stuff. So
Wow.
and I save them, but then it's just the way I work. You know, everybody's gonna have their flow.
Right.
And so I get tabs going and I try to alleviate as many as I can throughout the day, whichever's high priority on my list, you know? So anyway, back to John. So if you go to live instruction, top tab on your Entra Institute, and then you come down to masterclass registration. If you click on that, see here's one. This one says unlock class. So that's a brand new one that just popped up. That's going to start on August the 17th. So you want to, any of these that say unlock class, go ahead and register for those.
Okay.
Because if you do not register for them, like this one was already closed, this one, this one, this one, this one, the ones in red
Mhm.
were already closed when I found this registration in my back office or
Yeah.
was informed of it. So in other words, I cannot get the replay to these ones in red.
Mm.
But because even these are like from last year and I signed up this year, but they were still available to unlock the class. So I went ahead and registered for them knowing that the class has already come and gone and it's been recorded. But now because I registered for it, so you'll like this, I'll hit and see, and I got my stuff where it just auto populates. You guys see that okay?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
all you got to do is, and it gives you the days and times, and it'll send you a calendar invite once you hit register. So you just put your first name, last name, and your email address that you used. Important key, use your email address that you used to register for ENTRE Institute.
And they're right when they say registration closed. There was one I really, really wanted to get, so I went all the way to the top trying to get it, and you can't. It's
Yep.
built into the system. Once it's closed, it's gone.
It's closed.
So-
The only way to get it, here's a little workaround for that,
Ah,
is if somebody else that
yeah.
were to give you like give you access, you know.
Okay.
So then you'll hit register.
I was told you could contact your VIP concierge and ask if they can unlock it for you.
I tried that and it didn't work. There's just no way. I went
Okay.
through her and then I went clear up and I started, I sent a note to Jeff and I sent a note to, what is it? Jesse Singh. No.
Yes.
Are you in the coaching program, Ken?
Yeah, I am.
Ask your coach to find that video. He'll probably have to send you a link to each video, but if he goes into his
Oh, that's a good idea.
training
I'll do
class,
that.
and then yeah, just ask him to copy each video. It probably won't work if he just copies the link to the main course, but if he copies each video that's in that course, the link to each video that's in that course, and then sends you those individually, then you may be able to watch it.
Okay, thank you. That's a good idea.
Okay. So anyway, back to this, guys. I want to clear this up real quick. And that is, so it'll give you the dates and times, and I hit register, and that will send me a calendar invite, so I can just go to my calendar or my email, click on the calendar invite. Let's see if it popped up actually. Let's go to Google. Oop, Google. Oh, it's a tab I don't need anymore. Awesome. All right, so let's go to calendar. Where's that? There it is. Okay. So, oh, I meant to email. What's going on here? Okay. There we go. Email. So that did not. Oh, that's the wrong email because I have it registered under my other one. I'm so sorry. You got so many things going on here, right? All right.
Yeah.
Just a sec. There we go. Move that guy. This guy. Okay. There it is. Right there. So you see how it emailed me this invite?
Mhm.
And then all I got to do, this is what I was telling you about Google Calendar, because on the emails, on the invites, it only gives you the option for Google or Outlook or Yahoo. I don't even know if people still use that anymore. But, so I'll show
Yeah,
you.
I do.
There's two ways. So if you're using a calendar that is not Google or Yahoo, so say for instance the Mac or the Apple calendar, which is right over here, and you can see this. I had it there for a second. That's the Apple. Okay, so we'll go back to mail. Then what you do is you hit Outlook calendar and you download it. So I got this saved in my downloads. So I'll hit save, and then I'll open it. and then it'll add it to my Apple calendar. See there where it put it in there?
Mhm.
But since I'm also since I'm trying to get everything sent over to or get it all transferred to my Google Calendar, then where did that go? I need my email. Okay. So then I'll just click on Google and watch. Oh boy. Why is it making me do that? Well,
Wow.
just for time's sake. Oh, open with Google Chrome. There we go. Oh, it's probably because I was signed into my other.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So it auto populated it. Look at that. All the information, the link, the numbers if you need to call in, the days and times, and it should auto populate your time zone too. That says mountain time. So that's the time it was mountain time. So you'll need to change that like I'm in Eastern. Well, I'll do that. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Now it's mountain. Where's the Eastern time? There we go. Eastern Standard Time. Well, see, I'm under the gun here, so
Yes.
not finding it. It's in Eastern. Anyway, I'll do that later. But
I would think you could just pick any one of those that said Eastern.
yeah, you probably could. Usually says New York though. What if they got a? No, you can't. Oh, here it is, right here. That's why, because it had it in my main favorites, I guess. Okay, so then all I have to do is hit save, and I always make sure you put this and any following events, because any of the other classes that they have under that topic, the cash campaign, any other classes they have or lessons they have each week will add to your calendar as well. So this and any following events, or let's say, yeah, okay, and that's it. Boom, added right to my calendar. See that?
Hmm.
Nice and easy. I said nice and easy. I made it look hard though, I'm sure. Yeah, this session is being recorded, by the way. John, where's John? I have everybody in the chat. Yes. Okay, so that was some good tips, right?
So will we be able to go back and see this if we want to go back and review it the way that we do with all the other classes and stuff?
What I do with these is I will take these calls, I record them, and then I'll upload them into our Pod Wilson. Patricia, have you joined the Pod Wilson group?
No, I haven't. I'm just so messed up when it comes to technology.
It's okay.
And I've always hated Facebook anyway, but
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Well,
I know
let me tell
Facebook
you
is watching me.
it's okay. It's okay. But thing is if you're wanting to start an online digital business, you're
Mhm.
gonna have to face that fact where you're gonna have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So and true story for myself. So I was, had all the social media accounts. I was in sales and I had my own business. And so I was like all these media accounts going on, and it kind of drove me insane for several years. And I just got to where I'm like, I'm done with it. This was before I tried to get into, or I started getting into affiliate marketing. And so I just quit. I quit posting. I put all my accounts to private, and where nobody could see them or post to them or whatever.
Mhm.
And so for several years, and I went back to work for somebody else. And so for several years, I just didn't do anything on social media, and I really hurt myself because I had quite a good following, and a lot of them dropped off because I quit.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, I still want to get into this affiliate marketing thing. And then I just realized I'm like, I'm just gonna have to get over that. But I had that yuck feeling in my gut, that stone in my gut that was just like,
Yes.
I don't want to do that. But my desire to create an online business was greater than my desire or to not deal with social media. You know?
Mhm, mhm.
So I hope that's helpful. But so Patricia, you must join the Pod Wilson group, because that's where all the updates are. You'll find a wealth of information that's in there. And if I can find some time, I don't have time today, but if I can find some time next week, I'll be happy to do a one-to-one with you. Maybe
Mhm.
for like 20-30 minutes or something, and just go over some basic stuff to get you on board. But the
Yeah.
main thing is post a live video that's no more than 60 seconds every day to one of your social media accounts. So just to keep it simple, to not confuse you there, Patricia, that's all you
Mhm.
got to do to be a participant in this. You want to try to catch the trainings also, but you don't, I wouldn't recommend anybody get to the point of overwhelm. If you're feeling that, then you need to reach out for help, or you need to get one thing down before you move on to another.
Okay. I don't want to be um a person that drags on the group, though,
You're not
because
dragging.
I know you're in a competition, and I don't want to be that.
Hey, you're here. The people that aren't here.
Yeah.
And don't think that, Patricia, because believe it or not, it makes other people feel really good when they can help you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Don't ever forget that.
That's
I
right.
need help. Okay.
Well, and
Thank
another
you.
way to look at that is they all say, the number one way to learn anything is to teach it. So,
Yes.
when you get people that are willing to help, don't deny that help, because that's for one, you might feel like you're pulling them down or slowing them down, but you're not. You're actually helping them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no.
Make me feel
And
better.
I'm in IT, so this is what I do. People
Oh,
who don't know technology and something's up with their PC or software or whatever.
See,
That's
look
what I
at
do. I
look
fix.
at what the heavens just rained down on you, Patricia.
oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You see what
Yeah.
happened? So instead of me, how about Patricia? I'm sorry, Gail, help you. How about you two jump on a call
Yes.
and help each other out there?
That
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Oh, goody. I get to help Patricia.
Thank you.
And thank you,
You're
Gail.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Patricia, uh,
Mhm.
one thing I want to let you know too, and who else wasn't on this call before? Raise your hand.
I wasn't up to
I've been on a
Friday.
couple. Sorry.
Becca, you've been on once before though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for the first one.
Okay. And then, oh goodness, Williams. I'm gonna have to call you Williams because your name's not on the. You need yes. You need to go into your Zoom settings and put John and Brooke. That way.
It usually is set up that way, and so I didn't pay attention today. It usually comes up John and Brooke.
You've been on. Connie, have you been on before?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've had a lot going on, so apologize if I forgot who was on. But Dolly, have you been on before? You haven't been on before.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Okay. Good. So what was I going to say? Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, that wasn't it. My goodness. Now I'm embarrassed.
Well, welcome to the club.
I had something that was just
Don't worry
something
about
that I said on a previous call that was just really great. Oh no, I know what I was going to say. Okay. So for you guys that have not been on here before, and if you're feeling anything, guys and gals, I should say, sorry. What I said this on a previous call, and it's if you're feeling similar to like what Patricia stated, where she's feeling like maybe she's bringing the group down or dragging, don't feel that way. You're all important, and you're all important to the challenge. I mean, the challenge is really not for us. It's not for ENTRE. The challenge is to get you used to some of the things that you need to do on a daily basis to grow your own business. Okay. And another thing is that you never know. You're going to make friends through doing this stuff, because the neat thing about groups like this, the neat thing about challenges like this, is that we all have something in common, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Who's met a person before and you're just like, man, that person has nothing in common with me.
Mhm.
Some of your family members too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
but everybody here has something in common, right? We have probably more than one thing in common. You know, we don't just have ENTRE in common. We have the Success Challenge in common. We all signed up for that. We all have the burning desire to start an online business, right?
Yes.
Right. Let
Mhm.
me get a 1 in the chat if you have a burning desire to start an online business.
Oops. Let's
You're
see.
still sharing your screen.
Oh, I
Oh,
am.
I-
I'm so sorry.
So Patricia, this is kind of like a competition that really isn't a competition because,
Oh.
like you said, it's something to get us involved in doing things. So it's
Okay.
don't think we have to win. We win if we lose. By the way,
That's true. I still want to.
everybody's a winner if you as long as you do what you need to do.
Our win is our growth.
Yes,
What we're
that's it.
learning.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I may
also
get a hold of
remember,
you, Gail, because I got an IT problem.
No, boy. Well, it gets
you
reach
look at
out to me.
so you gain collaboration by being here. If you're not on these calls, people don't get to know you. They see your name here and there, you know, in posts or comments or likes or shares or whatever, but they don't get to see you face to face.
Yeah.
There's a power that comes face to face, even if, you know, this is on screen and not in person, but that's kind of how the world operates these days, you know.
Mm.
Right.
We all learned that through the pandemic, right? So the
Yeah.
collaboration efforts, the
Mhm.
collaboration that comes from this, and sometimes I don't know if you guys paid attention on some of these trainings that we went through, but some of the leaders in ENTRE right now, some of the coaches, some of the class leaders, the lesson leaders that are bringing the lessons to us or that have recorded those lessons for us, we're sitting in the student seats in some of those classes, like with Chris Smith, for instance, when he's talking about your through line, if you guys have gotten that far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you look, there's 2 or 3 people in that classroom that were students. And same with Jeff that does the those calls every month. What do they call those?
Montreal.
Palooza. Jeff Montreal.
Oh, the Entre Success
Entrepalooza.
Bonanza.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the Entrepalooza, yeah, that he was Entre's first student.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? I think he did say that he
Yeah,
was
he
the
did.
first student.
You did.
So even if you don't end up, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is like there's a power with collaborating with people that are of like mind and like desire, and you never know who you might end up partnering with, you know, because there's obviously, you know, they talk about the power of 2 and power of 3. Some people partner up with 1 or 2 other people, and then you go in and start a business together and you all help each other with your weaknesses and you all build a business based off of your strengths, each other's strengths. And then
Mhm.
some of them end up working for something even bigger with like ENTRE, you know? So
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So don't feel like you're a weight, you know?
Okay.
You're not an anchor. You're a
Thank
sailboat. You're a sailboat.
Oh. Okay.
You're a sail. You're a sail on
So,
the sailboat. There you go.
so Jeremy, do you have a topic or anything that you wanted to discuss today? Or is this like a free form where we can ask you guys questions and hope that you guys can provide a solution?
Today, my goal for this call was to do more of a free form. I want to
Okay.
get everybody's points.
All right.
You know, so if people have questions, we can try to resolve those. Remember, I'm a student too.
Yeah.
I do have, you know, some experience in it and some knowledge because I went, you know, I would take it seriously, I guess you could say. And so I've
Okay.
learned a lot and there's a lot of stuff I can help with. But if I don't know the answer, if nobody else knows the answer, then I will be happy to go find that answer and bring it back.
Okay.
How does the point system work? Because I keep hearing about the points.
Okay.
Um,
I'm glad you
what do I do to contribute points to the group?
Hey, like that question.
All right.
All right,
Yes.
so I'm gonna do another screen share real quick.
Okay.
It is difficult sometimes to figure out where that spreadsheet is, but I found it today on a post that you made, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's actually pinned to the top of the group. So if you go under pinned posts, so if you go into this is another
Oh.
reason, Patricia, let me make sure you want to do that first.
I
So-
found it in guides.
Yeah, that's where I found it.
I also pinned it or put it in guides as well. So I wanted it to be easy, and I also emailed it to everybody. So I've been working triple time on the back end to try to make sure everybody's got this information. And my coach got onto me in our coaching call this week because he's like, but you still got to get your content done, because I let this kind of take over a little bit. And but that's part of it. Be honest with yourself, and wherever you fall behind, you can't fix the past, but you can take control of your now and just do something. And just if you do a little bit more each and every day, sooner or later that will look like this instead of this. Right?
Okay.
All right, where was I going?
Yes, because I kind of fell through the cracks.
The
I don't
points.
like to sound like a whiner, but I lost my husband, and when I lost my husband, it was like everything evaporated from my brain.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Oh,
hear
so
that.
sorry.
All right.
I
Yes.
understand. We've all
No, everything you're saying is so encouraging to me because I'm recapturing me, and also I need, what can I call it? I needed to hear that I'm okay where I am.
that's
You are.
understandable.
You
Yeah.
are. You're right where
Not-
you're supposed to be.
I'm gonna say you're not okay, Patricia. You're awesome where you're at.
Okay. All right. I was wondering
Thank
where you're
you.
going with that, Wilson.
me
Me
too.
too.
Catch the hook there. You see what I just
Wilson.
I was really, oh my
What
God,
the
no.
hell? No.
do you guys understand what I just did?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? Yes.
Let me do this.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm just accidentally sent that to John only.
Whoopsie.
There we go. Okay, so I just
Hmm.
put in the chat. If you look down at the bottom to those who haven't done this before, at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there should be a button that says chat with a little bubble ahead above it. And if you click on that, that'll open up a little chat screen in the side of your menu. Are you able to access that?
Well, actually, I'm on my cell phone because my computer wouldn't cooperate.
Okay.
So it's so tiny. I can't see it.
Well, then
Can she click on the bottom of your screen on your phone? It might not show right now, but then if you click on it, you'll see options at the bottom where it says mic, stop record, participation, and chat. Can you see that?
Okay, I just saw it and now it's gone again.
it's okay.
Okay.
If you
Click
guys don't
back on
mind,
it.
let's take some time just to make sure that Patricia gets into the group. Is there anybody else on this call that is not in the Pod Wilson group that has not joined it yet?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Can you see
Oh.
that?
Dolly, are you in the group?
Oh, there it is.
Mhm.
Chat. Okay, I
Click
got
on
it. Yes.
Then click on the link
Okay.
so you see where Wilson put that in there.
Okay, so this is
Should be the
content.
last. Should
This
be the
content.
last one.
Let's see. This content isn't available. What is it talking about? Shucks. Let me click again.
Are you in the
It's
group
talking
chat?
about the Facebook
Yes.
link.
Yes.
Okay. And where to go?
It hopefully should take you right to the group.
It'll ask you to join.
Does it say Facebook is better with friends?
Is there an option to X out of that part?
Oh boy.
Actually, if you go to Facebook or the Facebook app on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
you might find it easier that way then, since you're not on a
Okay.
on a PC.
Okay. Let's see.
And then just do a search inside of Facebook once you're logged into Facebook or open the app. Just do a search for Pod Wilson, PODWILSON, all one word.
Okay.
And Dolly, did you say you're a member in the group already? Will you give me okay, yes, okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Now what? Oh, it says more people. Let's see.
It should say join or request to join.
Should I hit the plus? Oh God. Let's see.
Oh, you're in invite? Are you already joined?
No.
If you see the members in the group, you're already joined.
Okay. Oh boy.
Can you
Do
see
it
the posts?
Robert Wilson.
Actually, you could share. Well, you can't from your phone, I guess. But
Mhm. Okay, I see 2 Pod Wilsons. Pod Wilson, manager at Taylor Gang. Pod Wilson lives in Marabella.
no, it's group. It's a Pod Wilson group. It ended PODWILSON. So the actual link would be facebook.com / groups, plural. Just so / groups / Pod Wilson. Thank you guys for your patience on this.
What I'll do this later so we can move on. Give me the link again so I can be sure I've written it correctly.
If you just go to that link where you had it before, hold it down, you should be able to copy it, and then you could just open a browser and paste it right in your browser.
Okay. All right, well, let me go to my,
Hey, and how about, have you been getting my emails?
yes,
Okay, the link is in the emails.
okay.
So if you go back through and just kind of read from the first email, just read through those emails and just follow the steps. It should take you right there.
Yes, you gave us a lot of stuff.
Amen. I'm
I
bringing
said, oh, wow.
All right. So real quick, before we get into some questions, I don't want to carry this call out too long because I want to respect everybody's time, but we did have an introductory call when we first started this group, and Patricia and Dolly, you like to go by Dolly?
Deli.
Okay, I do apologize for getting that wrong. But if you two would just take just 1 or 2 minutes, not a big long drawn out story, but just tell us your first and last name, where you're from, and why you want to start an online business.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Age before beauty. I I'm retired. I've retired a couple of times, and former college professor, educator, all that stuff. And when my husband became ill, I needed to find something that I could have some security for myself and so on. And to this day, I don't really know. Somebody operated a pretty good ENTRE campaign, because to this day, I don't know who or how I first clicked into ENTRE. It must have been email, because I don't do I didn't do Facebook, so it must have been an email from somebody. And then from there on, I just got hooked into ENTRE. Just got hooked, and went to Insight within what, 3 months after coming into ENTRE, I went to Insight out in Denver, and it's just been a fabulous journey. But then my husband Rick had a fall, and last September it was, and October 7th he was gone, and it left me in such shock that everything I had accomplished, I was really just whizzing along with ENTRE, and it's like I got a sudden burnout in my brain, and everything I'd accomplished, everything I'd done, it was like wasn't there. So it's been a thing of working with my VIP concierge, who's beautiful. She's just held me together, and now I'm rolling again.
Mm.
So said, you get into that.
Woo.
You get into summer. You've got to get into summer of success. I said, but really, I'm gonna be a big yucky nobody hanging on to them. They're gonna be, who is this jerk coming in here messing us up?
No, you're here.
No.
No, I
So
love you
here I
already,
am.
Patricia. I love you already, and you're probably not the only one. And I don't know, your story already got me a little teary eyed, but I'm an emotional guy. Just because I get that from my mother, but
Good.
I've experienced that myself, where I've had complete shutdown. Used to be a musician, and just lost the joy for a lot of that stuff. So, and I'm sure that there's others in this group that have probably suffered similar, and it could have been from a passing of somebody they loved, or a situation that just took them out at the kneecaps.
Yeah.
So yeah, please don't feel like you're a weight. That's another great thing. It's not just collaboration, not just business. You're going to make friends through this. You're going to find people that help uplift and support you, but then you're also going to find people that you can help uplift and support. So, that's what they're teaching us, is to build your business around that.
And
Yep.
that's been another stumbling block for me. How do I put myself out there in a positive way? Because I have never been a negative person at all. And I said to myself, I'm starting to sound like, my gosh, what was that thing? The sorrows of young Werner.
But I can also be an encouragement to you there too, Patricia, and that is number one, to fix the question how to. So the how to, if you want to make it super easy, super simple, do your content, create your content, and create your videos as if, write this down, as if you're talking to your younger self.
Oh, wow.
So the things you're learning now,
Wow.
didn't know before, or the things you experienced now that you didn't experience before,
Yes.
no matter what it is, just do short little video bursts, 60 seconds or less, of, this was the pain I was feeling. This is what I went through. This is what I learned from it. And this is how I handled it. Just talk to yourself. So remember, right now, it's just getting you used to the whole point of this challenge is to get you used to portraying yourself on video, for one, but also getting you used to putting it out there.
Yes. That's
Because
very hard.
you could have, you're a professor, you're an educator, you could have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't put it out there, what good is it?
That's right.
And I got a feeling that you got a lot here,
Yeah.
right? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Hey, Jeremy, what were those 3 points again? Talking to your old self. These are my pain points.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to yourself like this is what you're experiencing. This is how you handled it. So the problem you were facing, I forget. You'll have to go back and watch the
Nice.
I'm all caught up in her story right now. So but yeah, it's the first one was talk to yourself like you're talking to your younger
Yeah.
self. So like,
That's
you know how
hot.
everybody says, well, if I could just go back and redo this. So think of it like that. If you could go back and be that Back to the Future guy that drops in and tells his younger self, go watch that movie. Actually, it's kind of neat when you
It's
compare it.
cool. I love it.
Yeah, compare it to this though, and look at how he goes back and tries to tell himself, not to do this or to do that. He's trying to give his younger self some education. So if you just talk to the camera, or when you're writing your content, like you're talking to or creating content for your younger self, just go back in time,
Mm.
as things pop up in your mind, and teach your younger self what to do or what not to do. And then you'll find that
Wow.
people relate to those stories and they will attach themselves to you because they'll feel like you have knowledge that can help them through that problem because you've already experienced it.
Now you've got me tearing up because to have my younger self as my audience, that's major.
Yeah.
That is so major.
And see, just like this right here, I'm just sharing the knowledge that I've learned, and it's impacting you. And it's probably impacting everybody else that's in this call too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So, well, thank you for sharing, Patricia. I want to give Deli some time. I got it right that time, Deli, didn't I?
Yeah.
Deli? All right, thank you. So yeah, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, just a tad bit about yourself, and why you decided to start an online business.
Okay, so my name is Deli, and I'm currently a college student. And I live Syracuse. I live in Syracuse, New York. And
Syracuse, New York.
yeah.
Okay, I can barely hear you. So
Okay, so my name is Deli. Currently a college student, and I live in Syracuse, New York. The reason I wanted to start an online business is because of everything that's recently been happening in my life within the past 2 to 3 years or so, as well as what I've heard has happened to people who become entrepreneurs. And so, first, within the 2 to 3 past years of my life, I can just mention what I've learned about myself is just to keep grinding no matter what situation you're in. Because one story I can tell you is it seems to me I'm a very antisocial person, like the type of person where you
I
have to get to know first, or like you have to be cool with in order to like start talking to. And so what happened is one day with me and my parents, it was just a weird incident where as I'm coming home from work, my mother was asking me where am I coming from.
can't
And
hear.
then as I told her I was coming from work, for some reason she wasn't believing me. And I asked her, okay, so where do you think I was coming from? She then told, she then asked my father, as she was speaking on the phone with him, she said my father said he saw me heading towards, as I was leaving the house. She said my father told her I was going somewhere near my friend's house. And I told her I was only going in that direction because I was going to school. But then, of course, for some reason, she believed my father instead when the whole time I was at work. Next thing you know, before I even walk into the house, me and her start arguing along with my father who was on the phone, and they both said to me, "You're not coming back in this house until you tell us where you were." And I'm just like, okay, so if you think I was like wandering the streets or I was at my friend's house without your permission, when really the whole time my heart and God knows I was at work, then I don't know what else there is to do. So next thing you know, I just decide to like wander the streets for almost a week or two without nothing to do, like just trying to find a place to stay. And then I can estimate it to about 2 weeks. Finally, I found a shelter that accepted me, and I decided to stay there. And I had to drop out of school since I no longer could be enrolled because school, of course, you need to have your parents' transfer and all of that included. So I dropped out of school as well, and all of that. And next thing you know, I would estimate it to about 4 months later, all of a sudden, my brother texts me on the phone, but I still have my phone with me. He asks me, "Where are you?" And I'm just forcing myself, like, nobody cares about me. I'm on my own road. I have to do what I have to do, like, figure out how to fix my life now. And he just keeps texting me, "Where are you?" Like, mom and dad want to know where are you because it's been almost a month since I responded to them. I told him I'm at a shelter. He said, "What are you doing at a shelter?" And I responded to him, "Did you not? Did mom not tell you what was going on? I come home from work and she thinks I was doing something else when the whole time I was at work, and so she decides not to let me back in the house." So he decides, because he's experienced a bit of the same situations with my mother, he decides to like start an argument with my mother, like, "You don't have to kick him out," or "What are you from thinking?" Then he comes to me at the shelter and he tells me, like, "Mom said she wanted to see you to discuss the whole thing further." And I told him, like, "No, I'm just over it. There's nothing that can get in my way to just keep finding a life for myself, since anyone could switch up on you in it at any time, even the ones that are closest to you." And so he just kept forcing me to come. So that's the first story of how I got homeless. And and that's basically what taught me. Like, you just have to keep grinding no matter what situation you're in. And even my mother knows it herself. She sort of dislikes it, but I only accept help from the people who want to help me, or from the people not to take advantage of it, or from the people whose like job it is to help me. And so that what made me like this. Just going on your own, no matter what type of position you're in. At the end of the day, it's always you and God.
So what made you want to start an online business from that?
Not that I forgot to answer that. So
Can I ask you a quick question too? Just ask you and Tawny, you as well. Can you guys just get a little closer to the camera because I can't see you and I can't hardly hear you, Deli. I want to make sure I don't miss anything that's important.
I got something. Also, well, maybe what I started my online business is to the free time that I'm always having, because there's nothing that I really do on a regular basis. It's just like the same old cycle. It works. Like from the story I just told you, my mother hardly lets me go anywhere. It's just work, school, home, work, school, home. So with a schedule like that, how much free time do you think I would be able to have? Almost.
I do apologize, Deli, but I could not hear hardly any of what you just said. But what I can tell you from your story that you shared and from what I did hear, I can tell you that you know you can empower yourself right now. You can take your story, you can take your life, the events that have happened to you, and start uh, teaching other people, you know, that might be in a similar situation. And this is what I've done or what I am doing. So even if you haven't improved your life to where you want it to be yet, to get to where you want to be, you got to start doing the things that you want to do. What I would recommend is like, where do you want to be in life? You know, figure that out, and then kind of reverse engineer it where you like figure out where you want to be, and then figure out what steps you believe you'll have to take to get to that point in life, and then start doing those steps in life. And you're in a great place because there's a lot of these folks that love and care. I mean, we're all passionate, you know, and that's another thing we have in common. And but you have to start, and to start you have to do, you have to take a step, which you have taken a step getting on here, so I commend you for that. And that's amazing. That's, you know, that's horrible that that stuff happened to you, but I can guarantee you that everybody, don't feel alone, because everybody on this call and probably everybody in Entra has had some major tragedy in their life at some point or another. You just heard about Patricia's, you know, stuff that's just affected us. You know, that's one thing I always remind myself is like, when I get down, when I get frustrated, when I get overwhelmed or upset or hurt, then I try to remember, you know, I'm not the only one in the world. Like there's other people that have gone through way worse than what I have. And I know that may or may not be consoling, but remember that and take the little things that you learn along the way. Just like try to learn one new thing every day that helps your situation, and then immediately go put yourself on film and teach somebody that. And if you don't know who to teach, just do like I was telling Patricia, just just talk to the camera like you're talking to your younger self. Like if I would have known this back then I would have done this. You know, if I would have known X, then I would have done Z, you know, that type of thing. And just if you stay consistent with it, then you'll notice that people start becoming attracted to you because there's other people out there that have very, very similar stories to you. You know, I had several siblings that got kicked out of the house. I'm the oldest of 9. So, you know, and it affected their lives like greatly. Some of them chose to do great and some of them chose to do not so great. So you have the power within you to change your life and do and have the things you want, but you have to make that choice. And then once you've made the choice, you have to take those steps and actually do them and just go teach them. But you're in a great place. Something, and then the easiest thing I can teach you right now is just take the information that you've, or even just take your story. You could start with your story and just teach as you're talking to your younger self. Look at that camera like you're talking to your younger self and put it out there. Same with you, Patricia, you know, and then you'll notice that people will start being attracted to you at some point, and they're going to come to you and ask you for advice, and then you're going to help them with that thing. And then that's going to fill up your cup when you realize that that person just had a breakthrough because of your story. You see, I hope that's helpful to you, my friend. I'm glad you're here. So thank you for your story. Can everybody give Deli a hand there? And know that you're in a supportive community, not just us, but the entire community of Entra. And just focus on getting one step at a time done, you know, and focus on using your story to help others, and stuff will happen. And just stay consistent with that. Just remind yourself of that. Write it down, put it on sticky notes, plaster it everywhere that you go, like to your refrigerator, you go to your restroom, you look in the mirror, you have that stuck to the mirror, and remind yourself, just help somebody today with what I know. Talk to yourself like your younger self. Put little stickers like that all around your house, in your car, on your bike, you know, whatever it is, in your backpack, in your books, you know. But I hope that was that helpful, Deli.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And I do highly recommend you guys, like, when you're doing your videos, make sure your face is visible. You know, make sure you're not out of the picture, because it's going to be more impactful. If you're going to go do the effort, you might as well do a good effort. Make sure your face is visible. Make sure your people can hear what you're saying. Okay. So, because that will help benefit you and the growth of your business as you move along. All right. Tawny, did we ever hear from you? Did we hear your story? Oh, let me unmute you. I do apologize. I muted everybody. So because I was trying to hear Deli. Let me unmute you all again. Tawny, did we hear your story before?
On the first call, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
just making sure. Just making sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, good deal. I'm glad everybody, excuse me, had a chance to share their stories, and I appreciate that. Has everybody received value from this call so far today?
Yeah.
Yes.
If not from me, from somebody's story? Has
Yes.
everybody found some relatability with each other?
Yes.
Did
Good
that did that kind of help things click into like how I can just go simply, like a lot of people perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. And when I first got started, I'm thinking, man, I gotta have all these videos that are like perfect and all this stuff. No, you don't. Just be real. That's what people want these days, because we've had decades of advertisements and people just being unreal, like not real, and showing you what they want, even family members. I mean, I grew up in a very religious atmosphere, and there were people that hid their secrets. So that's unreal. And so we have this yearning. And so I've always been the type, because of how I grew up and the things that happened to me through life, where I just want real. I just want people that are real around me. Well,
Me
you've got
too.
that.
Yep.
You've got that
Me
here. And the
Mhm.
cool part is that the whole world wants real right now, because we've all been lied to our entire lives. So when you share truth with people, there's going to be somebody out there that connects with that and wants to consume that truth, wants to absorb that truth from you. Right? That's really what attraction marketing is in a nutshell. Just be real. Be real about your story. Share your story. Be consistent and congruent with your story. And just get out there and do it. Right? Even if you think it's sloppy, I'm putting videos out there. I haven't had time to really get to know TikTok yet, so it's just kind of plain Jane, just me and maybe a couple words. I mean, for goodness sake, I mean, the other day I was like, I wasn't feeling creative, and I definitely didn't have a plan. That's another thing you'll learn down the road, is you'll start planning your content. But I didn't have a plan, but I was like, I got to put a video out there. Well, I was right in the middle of, I do all the cooking in my family, or at the house here, at the RV. And
You the man.
and I was cooking some
We love men who
beef.
cook.
Yeah, you
Oh
seeing
yeah.
some of that?
Mhm.
So
I love to eat.
yeah. You try my food, and everybody tells me I should start a restaurant, but that's not my heart's desire. But yeah, so I had onions in some tinfoil on top of my stove in the RV here, and I had stuffed it with some beef bouillon and some garlic cloves and some butter, Irish butter,
Mm.
and and then
Yeah.
covered it with some fresh rosemary.
Oh, we're coming over.
Ooh.
And I'm sitting there, and my lady walks in, and she's
Good.
like, "Oh, that looks great." And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Hey, because I've asked her to remind me, hey, did you post your video today?" Because I get so busy with other tasks, and phone calls and Zoom calls and things like that, that sometimes, I'm like, I catch myself towards the end of the day. It's like, did I post my video today? I'm sure everybody else has that too at times. So she kind of reminds me every day. She walked in, she goes, "Oh, that looks great. Did you post your video today?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I didn't." And I'm thinking, man, with everything I got to do the rest of the night, I don't have time. And then I was like, forget it. I'm just going to video some onions. So I videoed some onions, a quick little thing. And I posted that.
Interesting. I bet you.
Yeah. And then
We're
I
coming
go.
over for
What
dinner.
did you say?
yeah.
What was your message?
So what I'm saying that is because it doesn't have to be about education all the time. It can be about things that interest. As a matter of fact, that's what they teach inside the courses is, teach inspiration, teach motivation, you know. The how-to part's like 10%. So the rest of the 90% is just getting people to fall in love with you. And the way they fall in love with you is by you being you and sharing your life with them. And so I've shared clips, with like, not on TikTok yet, but like with me on my motorcycle or me at the campground, different things like that. So just think about it, keep it in your mind, like, hey, just capture moments that people would be interested in. And even if you think, well, nobody'd be interested in onions. Well, I had views. How the heck did I get views if they're not interested in onions? You know?
That's true.
John's best video has been his cooking one.
Oh,
It
people.
was just, he was doing ribs, just random, hey, let's TikTok this.
Yeah. And people love that stuff. So everybody, every one of y'all cook in some form or fashion. If you've mastered the way to microwave stuff, if you're a college student, maybe like Deli. I mean, I used the microwave all the time when I was in college. I never thought back then though, if I just film this stuff, another college student might get an idea like how to steam vegetables in a microwave. Stuff like that. Just show them your life. And this is how I do this, because somebody out there doesn't know how to do it, and they will find you or you will find them. All right. Well, this call has gone a little bit over. I do apologize. I did want to get everybody's points real quick. So I'll just write them down. I'll get them on the spreadsheet, except for Patricia and Deli. And I just want to confirm Tani's, I think, but I believe I got everybody else's before. So let me just pull up the thing so I don't miss something. Let's stop sharing. That's good. Sorry for leaving that on there before. All right. So let's see. We've got, I'll just go through them real quick here. All right. And that's not on the call, right? Kathy, David, Gail, you're on the call, right?
Yeah.
You hit your 7-day streak?
No.
Okay. And you can still earn your 7-day streak. So if you missed the first 7, just keep doing your content and you'll hit that.
Okay.
It's earned one time, but you can get it one time within any part of the contest. So
I'm trying to go from at least from what was August 2nd to the end of the month. So like hopefully I can get the 7 and 30.
Yeah. And like that, yeah, definitely if you get your 7 guys, if you get your 7-day streak, that's where you've posted at least one video per day to any one of your social medias. Okay. And it's working on the honesty system, so it's up to you. Just be honest with yourself, and then you can be honest with us and let us know. But if you hit that 7-day streak, then you only got 23 more days to go to hit your 30-day streak. But if you stop and miss a day, then you got to start all over, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. Gail,
Do you
did you hit your second training with Matt? Did you do that?
Yes.
And that includes.
Did you see? Sorry, did you see any of my points on there? I tried to go into the spreadsheet and add my points.
I honestly, I have not looked at it yet. I will look at it later today.
Okay, so
I just figured
August
people that's on the call. Hang on a second.
Okay.
I will get everybody that's on the call, and then I'll go back and look at that sheet later, and then collaborate.
Okay. August 25th or July 25th. Put that one on there. August 2nd.
Wait.
August.
Let me slow you down just a second, okay? I'm gonna go off of points just so I don't get confused. So you hit the first challenge streak, right? Because that was what, 3 solid days running? The first challenge was to do 3 consecutive days because you got your 3 days, right?
Oh, yeah, I got my 3 days.
Okay, sweet. Good job. All right. So from the 18th to the 24th, did you post anything?
21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Okay, so that's 3 points. And nothing on the 24th?
Nope, I skipped the 24th. I went to the 25th.
Okay.
I don't remember anything in between the 25th and the 1st. I don't know why. But then I went the 2nd, the 3rd, August 2nd, and August 3rd.
Okay.
Those are the daily points.
And have you done today?
Not yet.
Okay. All right. And what you can
That
do,
will be, you can put me down. Well, I suppose you can't count today, can you? Until I actually post it.
good one. There
Yeah,
you
sorry.
go. Good way to keep yourself accountable there. I like it.
Yeah,
So, and what you can do is if you don't remember, what you did between the 25th and now, just
yeah,
go back to your social media accounts that you normally post to and
yeah.
just look. And then if you see that it's any different, so from the 25th till now, I have 3 posts. So the 2nd, the 3rd, and then the 25th. But if you see you have more than that, then just shoot me a direct message on Messenger and
Okay.
let me know that, what dates you posted on, and that way I can put them in here for you. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Next. Thank you, Gail. Let's see. Janine's not on here. Brooke, you're up next. So Brooke has the registration, the 3-day streak, the 7-day streak. I assume you haven't done the 30-day streak yet because I don't think it's hit that point. That was a test. And you got the trainings in. You hit the community challenge, the first challenge. You had 7 points between the 18th and 24th, 3 points between 25th, 27th, 4 between the 28th and the 31st. And so all I have for you is, did you get all 3 days of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
Yep.
And today?
He has not posted today.
Okay.
He's in military, so it'll be tonight.
Beautiful.
But he will, because I'll make sure of it.
I believe it. And that's great. You have a partner to keep you accountable. That's sweet. All right.
Mhm.
Ken has accomplished the registration, 3-day streak, and the 7-day streak, correct? Ken?
Oh, he's muted.
Ken, can you unmute yourself? Let me do it.
I've posted a video every single day since the competition began.
Okay.
Holy cow.
So you did hit
Good for you.
Actually, more than one. Usually it's 2 or 3 a day.
That's awesome. And guys and gals, that's for your own benefit. So if you're getting used to it and you post 2 or 3, the extra videos on the same day don't count for more points, but it does count towards you building clout and building an audience online. So it's highly recommended that.
Too bad you can't count the videos where nothing gets said, but just your voice going yak, 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 or your mouth moving, because I have several of those too.
That reminds me of like the sock thing, where they just
Oh, yeah.
everything else is blurred out and you just see the mouth and they've got these little googly eyes. It's fun. All right. And you did your first training and second training, correct, Ken?
Yes.
All right.
I'm
And
trying to do everything you can get a point for, so I've done that.
love it. And that means you got the challenge point as well. You did 7, 3, and 4 points. And then so from August 1st to 3rd, you got 3 points there, right?
Yeah.
And then you've done one today?
Yes.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. All right. That's awesome. All right. Thank you, Ken. And then Deli, let me grab your point. So you've done your registration. We talked about prior, you did your 3-day streak and 7-day streak. And then you did the first training. And did you get the second training, Deli? Did you do that?
Finished up the second training yesterday.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I just finished up the second training yesterday.
You did the second training yesterday?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And like I said, guys, that does count if you cannot make any of the trainings. That does, the replays do count. So if you've watched the replay, we're just going off the honor system and we'll count it for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so that means you hit the community challenge. Good job there, Deli. And let's see. And I've got you down for 7, 3, 4. So that leaves, okay. So from August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, did you do a video each day?
Yes.
Excellent. And then have you done a video today already?
No.
Okay.
I'll do it. Planning on doing one later tonight.
So yeah, if you guys get your video in today, feel free to send me a direct message through Messenger, or make sure and put it on that form too. Okay. If you get used to going in and doing that on a daily basis, just keep track of your own points there. And that's not the one I submit to the leadership. They've got a full board where I see all the pods, and I submit that. It's an online form, so it's a live form. All right, but I will then towards the end I can collaborate the two and make sure everybody's points are correct. All right, so let's see, Rebecca. Wait, is Rebecca on the line?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Rebecca. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at the form here. I've got you down for the registration, 3-day streak, 7-day streak, the first training and the second training already. So you've got your points for all that and hitting your first community challenge, which was the 3-day streak. And then I've also got you down for 7 points, 3 points, 4 points. So I've got everything down through the 31st. So all I need is from the 1st to the 3rd. Did you hit all 3 points there?
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations. Good job. And then have you done one today?
Not yet.
All right. All right. Whoops. Almost gave you the point anyway. All right. Then Ruth is not on the call. Sean, you're up next, brother. I got you down for registration. I'm just recapping in case there's anything wrong. You guys can tell me that I put it in there wrong. Okay. Because I know it might be hard to believe, but I am imperfect. I got you down for the 3-day streak, 7-day streak, the first training, the second training, the point for the community challenge, accomplishing that. Good job. And then I've got you for 7, 3, and then the July 28th through the 31st. That's 4 days. Did you get all 4 days of that?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Awesome job. And then August 1st through the 3rd, did you get all 3 days there?
Yeah, I'm good there too.
Brilliant.
And I'll get one here shortly. I'll be having my other one.
Okay. Okay. So I hope to see a direct message from each of you later today sometime, and I will add that point to it because I know they'll be, hey, and Saturday and Sunday too. If you guys get those, just once you've done your video, just get in the habit of shooting me a direct message or going straight to that form. Whichever's easiest. What's easier for you guys, the direct message or going to that form?
Direct message.
Does everybody else agree with that?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
the form for me.
Yeah, the form for me too, since I found it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll be comparing both of them then, the direct message and this.
Okay, I'll do both. I have to drop off. My phone is at 4%.
Okay. Well, who's saying that? I can't see you
That's
right now.
Gail.
Oh,
Gail.
okay, Gail. All right, Gail.
Bye,
appreciate you
everybody.
being on the call, and all we're going to do is just finish up the points, and then we're going to be a wrap. Okay. So
All
you're
right.
not going to miss anything.
All right. Take care, everybody.
And thanks for coming to the call, and look forward to seeing you on the next call. Okay.
Bye,
Will
Gail.
do. Okay, bye, guys. Bye. Bye, everybody.
See you later. I gotta run too. I got
Bye.
graveyard tonight.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you guys' time. And hey,
Good
next
seeing you
week,
guys and great stories.
next week, just so you guys know, I want to try to keep this to 50 minutes. I know it gets hard, especially when we have introductions, but hopefully next week we won't have introductions and we can get done in 30 minutes or 30 to 50 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Appreciate you, Sean.
Bye.
I'm gonna go too, guys. Thank you.
All right, Ken. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your participation.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. We'll see you later. Tani, I got you, and is Patricia on the call? Or Troy? No. So Tani, I think you're the last one for today. So I've got you down for registration and training, 10 points there. Have you done a 3-day streak and a 7-day streak?
I'll be a 3-day streak tomorrow. I'll DM you on that.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And did you do your first training and also the second training with Matt?
Yes, both.
Awesome. Good job. And so 3-day streak. So you haven't hit the community challenge yet then, right?
Not till tomorrow.
Yeah.
I have a video prepared, but it's not posted. I mean, I'll post it tomorrow, so it'll be the 3 days.
Okay. Yeah, just keep me updated as you post stuff and I'll make sure you get your points, okay?
Okay.
And then on every call we do like this, that's one thing I want to do is just make sure that everybody's points are correct. So that will be, and it'll be quicker now that I've gotten through the majority of the list. But if other people join and they haven't gotten on, I'll have to go through their whole entire thing. July 18th through the 24th, that's 7 days. Did you post anything within those 7 days?
No, I just started a couple days ago.
And that's
I didn't
okay.
know how to do it.
The important thing is that you start and that you do it. So
Can I ask you a question? Am I the only person left?
are you the only person left for what?
No.
I'm still here, but I wanted to know if, well, I'm going to go through my notes and everything and try to get connected because I'm not in the system, so to speak. So could I just messenger you or text you or whatever if I have a problem again?
Oh, most definitely. Is that Patricia talking?
Yes.
Can't see your face, so I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I must have hit something.
Video of you
I'm
hiding.
so messed up with this technology. I probably hit something that blotted me out.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the same
All
for
right,
anybody.
then.
Let me get through Tawny's real quick, and if anybody needs to jump off, go ahead and do that. Let me get through Tawny's real quick, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. So Tawny, I was on
I'm
July
leaving.
18th through the 24th.
No.
Okay, and we already did that. I'm sorry. And then July 25th through the 27th. That's 3 days.
No, unfortunately.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. And then the 28th through the 31st.
Nope. I've only done 2, and they're just in the last 2 days. So
Okay.
that's all.
Okay, beautiful. No, that's fine. So the second and the third, they got 2. So I was able to update that. So I had you down for 1. All right. And have you done one today yet?
Yes. Posted it first thing this morning.
Good job. High five. All
High
right.
five.
Well, I've got everybody updated. Let me just hit the save button. Okay. All right. Is there any other questions that you guys have right now?
Yeah, I had one. Are they going to do another challenge like the 3-day streak challenge? Do you know if there's another one coming up?
There will be another challenge. Matter of fact, let's see. Let me look at that. They've got on here. It looks like there's going to be, they don't have it listed, like spelled out yet. But they've got 2 open boxes for that. So I'm going to assume that there are going to be 2 more challenges during the contest. Okay. So keep your eyes open for that. It was a super easy challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So super easy. And just remember, guys and gals, just keep it simple. Don't get too overwhelmed. If you know one platform, you don't, like myself, like I'm trying to get to learn TikTok. And it's a new platform. So I'm not trying to get fancy. I'm just putting a video on there every day. You know,
if you do your video in CapCut, we talked about this CapCut last video. Because CapCut is a TikTok, they're connected. TikTok will actually push your CapCut video out further.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great tip too, you guys. So CapCut is owned by the parent company that owns TikTok. So they're owned by the same company. And or you could say it like TikTok owns CapCut, kind of similar, but there is a parent company. I can't remember the name of it, doesn't matter. But yeah, if you use CapCut to edit your videos, she is correct. Brooke is correct. That you'll get kind of bonus points in TikTok's algorithm. And one other thing they talked about too in the trainings, and there's additional trainings too under the main referral partner Facebook group, Entre Referral Partner Facebook group. There's other trainings that you can go in there and check it out. And even though they might be specifying it for the Entre Referral program, it's applicable to your business as well. It's applicable to any business. Okay. But one other cool tip that was on there that I learned is that even if you're talking, like say you don't want to put music in the background or anything, go ahead and put music in the background and then just take the volume all the way down to 0. But if you're using trendy songs, and you can search for trendy songs, or trendy musicals or whatever. But if you add that to your video and just take the music volume down, because you can adjust the music for your voice, and then you can adjust the music for your video that you've uploaded, and you can adjust the video for that sound. So you can take your voice up, you can take your sound all the way down, and just because they want you using the features. So the more features you use inside of that TikTok app or the CapCut app, it seems like the more favor they give you, and so they push your video out to more people. So same for captions. If you put captions up top and do the little emojis that are dancing around, things like that, you'll get more favor. I think that's pretty cool, which inspires you to learn it better, so you're going to be more effective at it sooner or later. Is that helpful to everybody?
Yes.
And thank you, Brooke, for that information. Yes, very much. And thank you, Deli, once again for your story. I know it's painful, man, but you have the power to get through it. And I have the faith and trust that you will get through it. And you got a great team of people around you that are willing to help. And just focus on the things that you need to do to improve your life, and don't allow yourself to wallow in pity and despair. That would be the same advice I would give Patricia as well. But she's jumped off already. So and I have to remind myself of that all the time too, because we all have things happen to us, and some of us have had many devastating tragedies happen to us over the years, and I myself included. I feel like I've lived so many different lives, it's crazy, and had to start over again. So, but that's part of life. We take the good, we get rid of the bad, we teach others how to do it, but with the anticipation and knowing that it's other bad stuff's out there too. This world's full of good and bad. People are full of good and bad. So we're going to get both of them. It's how we react to it, what we do with it, that makes us either better or worse. Right? That's a great to end on right there. Any other questions before we go? All
We
right.
can messenger you questions.
What's that?
We can messenger you questions too. Is that okay?
You can. Just remember, I'm not the ultimate go-to guy, because I'm a student too. But I want you guys using your regular avenues of knowledge. So, if it's a simple problem or a how-to, make sure you're using YouTube and Google, searching those, because there's some very informative stuff there. And a big reason for that is just like your coaches say, because when you have these calls, when you do these leadership calls, what you'll find is and use this as an example, because people start getting drawn to you. They're like, oh wow, this person has this knowledge, they know this, and so they start coming to you with a lot of problems. And then when you're dealing with, like I agreed to host this call for all of us and to volunteer to lead this pod, so that meant, you know, and I knew it was going to happen. Like, I'm going to have several people that just constantly hit me with questions, and
Okay.
that's okay. But you want to make sure that you're using, you want to empower yourself to know how to go out and get information without leaning on or using somebody else as a crutch. That would be either me or like your coaches or anything like that, right? Because that,
Also, post,
what's that?
you can post your question in our pod, in our group, and then everybody can chime in, so it doesn't fall on just Wilson. It, you know, anybody can help you.
I love
Okay.
it. Thank you for that. And
Good
that's
idea.
very true. But see, that's just using your resources. So, and in business, when you start a business for yourself, that's one of the biggest things that you're going to learn, is that you have to use your resources and use them in, you know, in order which they go, you know. So just get used to that. Google, YouTube's massive resource. If you're already using Chat GPT, an AI source, that's also something you can use, kind of like you use Google, but it gets a little bit more specific. So if you're looking for something super specific, that's a tool to try.
Okay.
And then use your groups. Use Entre's support. If it's a technical problem, use office hours. And then also your coach, you know. And so that's our main job for the pod leaders, is for inspiration, motivation, and encouragement and accountability. So, but I do have stuff, and I don't mind helping people. I just want to make sure everybody knew that, you know, just to use your resources. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys very much, and thank you so much for showing up to the call. It means a lot to me, especially when I put out this extra effort to get this done. And if you're friends with, or you chat with the other members of our Pod Wilson group, and you haven't seen them on this call, I do encourage you to reach out to them and just say, hey, you know, I hope to see you on the call next week. Can we count on you being on the call? Can you count on yourself being on the call? Because as you guys seen, they're powerful, and we've learned some stuff, and we've encouraged each other. And I think the stories today inspired everybody as well. Would you guys agree? Everybody agrees, raise their hand. All right. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys very much. Remember, just keep it simple for the contest. One video a day. Go in, watch the trainings, take advantage of that. It's free. You know, you're already in there. That's free training you're not having to pay for. And if you go out and implement it for yourself, just to brand yourself or just for your business, either way, you're going to gain from it. So, all right. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next time. And I hope to hear from you guys with some good news on some points. All right. Thanks to everybody who shared their story. Thanks for showing up, and thanks for participating. And I look forward to seeing you guys later.
Right.
All
Thanks.
right. Bye bye. Hi 10. Hi 10.
Okay.
See you guys later. Make it a good day.